Hey, this is Black, and I'm very disturbed right now because in my city, it's been another shooting. And what's happening, you're making families lose another member tonight. Not just one, not just two, but you have two mothers out there who have lost children. You have children who possibly may have lost a mother or a father. You have someone who lost a sister or a brother. Our community cannot grow unless we come together. We can't keep fighting one another. We can't keep tearing each other down. We can't keep making the funeral homes rich, because right now that's what you're doing. You're keeping them filthy rich because every day someone is losing their life, and it's not worth it. No matter how angry you are, no matter how cheated you feel, believe karmic debt is real, and the universe will justify your wrongs that's been done to you. But then karmic debt will take away from you as well when you try to avenge your own issue. The problem as a whole doesn't lie so much in government, it lies with the hate that's in everybody's heart. That's something that we all have to learn how to cleanse. We have to learn how to find another way to solve our problems. It's not taking each other's life. That solves nothing. In fact, it makes the problem greater. It doesn't solve the issue. It just creates pain for everybody. At the moment, somebody just got a call that their loved one was gone. And yes, it happens every day. But it really doesn't have to, because all it takes is a second to think about your future and your family and yourself. Ego tripping leads to jail or the cemetery. Trying to be a boss in all the wrong ways leads to a lot of things as well that's not always positive, as we know. You want growth, you want prosperity, but you're missing spirituality, you're missing belief. And to be honest, your money is being used in all the wrong ways. Take your money and put them into businesses and let them grow. Then you don't have to be in positions where you got to hurt one another. Come together and see if you all can be partners in something. But stop making your mamas cry and put you in the ground. Stop making your girlfriends raise your kids by themselves. Stop making the white man powerful, because that's what you're really doing. They're taking your lives either in prison or they're taking them in the cemetery. How do you think that's making your families feel? But you say you love them. You say you got them. You're telling your kids that you the man. How are you the man when you walk out a door to go kill somebody and chances are you may not come back? So it's a lot to think about. It goes past just an individual. It goes past just a card game or something that went wrong somewhere. And those are just examples. Think about all the petty things that you have done to somebody. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Hell, the way they want y'all locked up, y'all doing a good job at killing yourselves off. You know what I think? If y'all want to kill people, everybody need to try going to Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran. Everybody just need to go over there and go on a killing spree, and you will see. You just would see that life is so much more, because they truly don't give a fuck. They'll strap a bomb to their back, not the next man back, for a belief. So if they can do that, you can believe in yourself enough to say, hey, I'm a bigger man than that. I'm a bigger woman than that. Let's squash this shit. How can we work this situation out? How can we turn around and be better than our fathers were? How can we be better than our mothers were? And I'm going to dig in the asses of some of these mothers. Lord forgive me. But for real, some of these people have had to raise themselves not because they didn't have moms, but they had moms that was jumping around in the nightclub instead of home raising their kids, teaching them how to be prosperous in the right way, productive, how to go out here and get a job. But you didn't care because you was thinking about yourself. So sometimes some of this stuff falls back on us. And dads, where are y'all to help these women raise these men? Where were y'all? Some of y'all were incarcerated and should have been telling your baby mamas, yo, make sure my son don't ever have to go through this. Some of y'all should be telling your daughters, go to school, go to college, go away, get an education. So you don't have to live in this circle, or you don't have to be in that crowd, or you don't have to be that teen mom. But you didn't do it. Most of y'all should have been raising your kids with a foundation of God. And nobody's a perfect parent, and none of us get manuals. But it has to start some fucking where. Somewhere where people learn to come together. When does it end? Some of y'all got great grandmamas still living and outliving some of these young people. Some of y'all got great granddaddies playing checkers still in the backyard. What in the world are y'all doing to them? Y'all love them, but you're ripping their hearts out. You're tearing up your souls. You're sending your souls to hell for real. When really you should be worried about, hey, does God approve of this? And some of you don't believe in God. Some of you have lost faith. Some of you just have given up on life. And you cannot do that. You shouldn't do that. What you should do is fall to your knees and ask for mercy. Ask for His grace. Ask for, oh my God, pray so hard that you just know that He's got you. And none of this is rehearsed. It's just off the top of my head because it's stressful. It's scary. It's frustrating. When there should be nothing but productivity through here. It should be nothing but smiles. Because I can tell you something. I can remember when this town was a town where everybody loved everybody. Where everybody came together. You saw older generations bonding. You saw youth just enjoying life. Because there were programs that were set up for these youth coming up who didn't have parents. You had mentors, remember? You took those jobs out of the school system. You took those jobs from people who had families, but yet they knew how to mold some of your kids into better people than you could have possibly done. I don't fault you for that. But some of y'all all day stayed laid on your backs. Not for your kids, just for enjoyment. And I know I'm going to get some criticism from this video, but I don't even care. Because not only you, not only your homie, not only your cousin, all of us have lost somebody. All of us have lost somebody we loved. Why keep going through the same thing when we don't have to? Is unbeknownst to me. When in reality, I think it has to start at the root, and that's home. And then it has to go to God. And then it has to overflow into the schools. And then it has to overflow into the community. No more of this, oh, you can't say nothing to my kid. You might need that lady to say something to your kid. She might have more discipline in her than you have in yourself. Who knows? But if it works for the better and the greater good, why not try? Life is full of things that we're not gonna like. Life is full of things that we're not gonna really accept. Nobody ever told you life was gonna be a rose garden or it was gonna be good or easy. But nobody told you you had to take the easy way out. Nobody told you that, oh, you was gonna be a millionaire overnight. Work hard at it. Struggle. That struggle gonna bring you strength. That struggle gonna make you a better man or a better woman. And you'll appreciate it a lot more. And you'll hold on to it. Everybody is trying to eat. Everybody's trying to survive. Everybody's trying to make it. Everybody wants to be better. Everybody wants something great in their life. But we can't get it by taking from people. We can't get it from robbing one another. We can't get it from killing each other. Because it's not going to last. Because that's just something Satan is setting the trap up for. Satan is just luring you in. And then he going to sit in the corner cross-legged and laugh at you. That's how Satan works. He uses you for the moment. He jumps into you and makes you do all these things. And then, hey, then he's sitting in the corner saying, look at that motherfucker. Look at that stupid bitch. Why the hell did they go do that? Ha, 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 ha. And then you're the one who's left holding the bag. You're the one who's left saying, oh my God, how did I do this? That's why they say watch as well as pray all the fucking time. I hope you hear me. Because it's not just here. It's everywhere. We can't complain about the cops when we're doing it to ourselves as well. We can't complain about a lot of other things when we're causing the chaotic things to happen in our own communities. We can't contradict what we want with how we're acting. We have to be on the same accord somewhere down the line. Change starts with an individual person. If one person can change, then the next person can change. Let's inspire each other. Each one, teach one. I'm just praying for all the mothers in the world right now who have to go through this senseless pain. Pain that they didn't cause. Pain that these fathers didn't cause. But tonight, somebody's got to make funeral arrangements. Somebody's got to go identify a body. Somebody's got to go tell the family that their loved one is no longer around. And we don't feel that just as one. Everybody feels that as a whole that has a heart, that has compassion. Everybody feels that loss. Because if you're any type of human being and you know God, you can put yourself, without going through that experience, in somebody else's shoes. And I think that's what a lot of people need to do. Not just with this, in every aspect. Women, hey, we got to stop trying to backstab each other over a man. We got to pull it together. These are children out here, our youth. Who the hell's going to take care of you in the long run if you don't raise them right? If you don't take care of them? If you don't show them how to be better people? They can't do it. They didn't come out the womb knowing how to do these things. Some things are learned behavior. My kids cuss like sailors. Why? Because I cuss like a sailor. Let's keep it real. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, you may be mad with somebody who did something to you 30 years ago. And you know what? So, I've been there. And you want to do everything underneath the sun to this person because of the pain they caused you, the heartbreak, or whatever the situation may have been. But if you take a deep breath and you have a supportive friend circle, you'll look back and you'll say, I'm worth more than that. I'm not worth jail. I'm more valuable than prison. And you'll stop and say, I'm a king, I'm a queen. I don't have to act like this. I don't have to go out here and thug it to prove myself to somebody. I don't have to go out here and lose my reputation to prove my womanhood. It's so many things that as a whole and as a community we do need to work together on. Where are all those programs that molded kids to be better people, to be athletes? Where are those programs that taught education and literacy? Where are those programs like Jack and Jill? What happened? We say we don't have the funding, but the funding is there because we see buildings going up everywhere. We see a lot of things changing, but just not for our community. And we sit back and we complain and we bitch and moan amongst ourselves, but we have to get out here and speak up to where we really need to speak up. We have to support. We can't sit back and expect the mayor, the city council, and everybody to do it by themselves. We have to get out here as citizens and residents of the city and work together as well with them, because they may not understand the structure of how things go. So maybe everybody together can make it better for future generations even. But we don't know if we don't try. It's so much talent in this city that's being wasted, that's in jail, that's dead. So much. Why don't you all step up and use your talents and skills to better your life? Some of y'all have the money to do it. Why not do it while you have a chance? Don't live with those regrets. Some of y'all, you don't even know that you could change your own life overnight. Stop the hating. Stop the violence. Stop the backbiting. If you know that you are not mentally able to take losses, don't go through it. Don't be out here gambling. Don't be out here doing things that you know that you can't handle in a mature way. My grandmother, God rest her soul, always said, never play or give away something that you can't afford to give away. And then she said, all money ain't good money. And she was talking about my job, because you have to think deeper. Chasing money is the root of all evil because of the love of it and the things that people will do and the extremes that people will go to get it because they want the easy way out. When in all reality, God put you here as men to labor and work. Women were supposed to be your helpmate, not sit on their ass and do their nails all day. a hustle, whatever. Long as you both bringing something to the table. But, you know, you're going to have people on a lower vibration who going to look at this video and say, who the fuck she thinks she is? She thinks she better than everybody. No, I don't. The thing about it is, I'm not a perfect individual. Never professed to be. But I see everything that your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, some of y'all have worked hard to gain, and then you give it away so easy to the white man, but then you turn around and holler about you hate the white man. All I'm asking you to do as you mature and get wiser, think about it. Think about it. I hear people joke, guys joke about basketball numbers. Do you really want them kind of numbers? I mean, do you really? Don't you want to be able to be with your mamas and your wives and your baby mamas and your girlfriends? It's really something that a grown man, not grown boys, think about. You know, it takes a real person to just fight. It takes a coward to shoot. And I know we're in a new day and age and range, but a lot of them old cones that we call great-great-granddaddy, they had guns, but they didn't use them for that purpose. They used them to protect their families, to hunt. Some of these men used to carry guns and you didn't even know they had them. It wasn't something that you brandished and was bragging about, and they didn't feel like it made them a man. Rap songs and all that bullshit got people tripping and thinking that that's the way life is supposed to really be, and got them thinking that that's what makes them macho. But from knowing so many people, I even had cousins up north, you know, so seeing loss and knowing loss and feeling loss, I can't understand when some of y'all have been through their losses more than a RIP shirt. It's more than crying for 3-4 days and then moving on. For those women who may have lost family members tonight, and those people who have lost their sons or daughters or whoever they lost, it's not a game for them. This is something that these people have to live with. And then we already in a stressful time because some of y'all think the pandemic gone, and it's not. The pandemic hasn't gone anywhere. Everybody is running around mask free thinking, whoop-de-doo, it's summertime. Yeah, but you better watch the news. You better read those reports that CNN throw out. And now in North Carolina and Virginia, and I forgot, was it 34 states, the monkeypox is here. So you have cases of that as well. You have a lot more to worry about than you think. I don't know why it's not a concern to people, because if we all run around hollering about how good we love ourselves, what are we doing to really protect ourselves? Half the people wouldn't even get vaccinated. So I'm saying, don't be tricked by the enemy, because Satan's biggest trick was to make you think he didn't exist. So he's manipulating your minds to do evil shit and making you think that it's all you when it's really him. And then in reality, once he gets you in this jam, your mama gotta refinance her house to get you a lawyer, or your daddy gotta sell his car, or Your grandma got to put up her house, or your uncle up north got to send money home. However it may go, it's nonsense. And it's time that you get woke for real. Because nobody's woke as they think they are. Or you would be listening to the universe and waiting for the universe to bless you. But instead, now, people who are out here doing all this wicked and this evil, pedophiles, murderers, all of them, guess what? Karmic debt is coming for you. You control nothing. God is going to deal with you. No matter what you think, God is going to deal with you. So I'm asking everybody to just stop and take a moment sometimes and think about somebody other than yourself. Think about people who love you. Think about who may be there for you. Think about those babies that you planting after you leave the club and these girls. That's what I'm asking you to think about. Because these girls got a long, hard life because, hey, you want to be out here in the streets. So think about all of that. And like I said, I ain't preaching to nobody because nobody's perfect. But in order for us to change and to grow and to unite and get the power that we really, really need, that's what we got to do. Much love to everybody. God bless everybody. And I ask him to cover y'all all in the blood. In Jesus' name. Also, I ask that, hey, let no weapon formed against me and mine and you and yours prosper in Jesus' name. And for those families, trust and believe. My heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry. I wish there was something that I could really do to change your lives where it would be more positive. But it's nothing within my power that I can do. So all I can do is say, I'm going to pray for you. And I mean that with all sincerity. Really, I'm at a loss for words. But I really, truly, for both families, because it's not great for any woman who has to bury her child. So I ask God to bless everybody, and you have a good night.